Ooh, yeah. Kill it, pour it, kill it. I'm about to pour it and kill it. Already know what I wanna mix. Turn up, all up in women for myself.
No, but I think it's definitely better this time around. One, because I got married the first time at 18, and I was married for like 16 years. But I know me better.
Right.
I came into this one whole.
Right. Okay. So it's better. Is easier. Is it because some of those life lessons that you actually experience, you know how to navigate a bit better.
Oh,
Absolutely,
absolutely.
absolutely. I remember when we were getting married, you know, people were trying to give us advice. I mean, and granted, advice is advice, and you accept it and appreciate it. But at some point, it was like we got 28 years of marriage between us. We know what we did wrong. you know, we made our mistakes in our 20s and things, and we got this one, and I know for myself, I'm a heck of a lot better person, in this marriage than I was in my prior, and that's one for knowing more who I am, standing up for what I truly believe in, sticking to my guns, seeing that vision through, knowing what you will accept, what you can handle, what you can't handle. Being a better person to really set a vision and go for it in the marriage.
I will say this, and it may sound very hypocritical because I've been divorced, but young people or anybody who's thinking about getting married and you're going to say the vows for better or for worse, please understand what you're saying, because you're not saying for worse up until a point.
Right.
What does
Don't put
that really
condition on it.
mean? You really need to understand what you're saying when you say for better or for worse.
Okay. I was just waiting. I thought you.
Oh no, that was I do have one thing that's to share though. Rashaun
Okay.
and I have had one argument in our marriage that never really quite got resolved, but it resolved itself.
It wasn't our marriage.
Well, actually, it was before we even got married, so we didn't have an argument in our marriage. But I remember I met a couple when I worked at a company years ago, and the wife told me that they decided they were not going to argue in their marriage, and they never had an argument. And I said, "Wow, okay." So that kind of carried with me because that was like, okay, you can just decide not to have an argument. So the only argument that we ever had is right before we got married. Rashaun told me we can have conversations about whatever, but when we need to make a decision, I'll take in what you say, but the final decision lies with me. And I was like, what?
She wasn't trying to hear that.
That is what? That is crazy. And so we kind of had this little tiff for a couple of days, and we just stopped talking about it. We just stopped talking about it. We never resolved it. And then life started happening with us, and I started realizing if there's 100 things, 97, Rashaun is going to say, "Babe, I don't care, whatever you want to do. Babe, whatever you want to do." So if he speaks up for 3 things, I got to let him have the 3 things. So
And most of the time, it's gonna be 99 and 1. Do I care what color the couch is or what the color of the paint? No, what you want?
all right.
I can find whatever I want to eat at whatever restaurant.
That's good. That's good. And I'm glad you brought that point up. My parents never argue, but I didn't.
So I know it's possible.
I didn't adopt that trait.
Well,
Unfortunately, I mean, and I think it probably, for me, it was certainly a great example for me and my brothers. It was 3 of us, but and they're married as well. But I think it was a little bit unrealistic too. You know what I mean? Because depending on, and I'm not saying it's unrealistic to not argue with your spouse. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it was an unrealistic expectation of me to go into a relationship and a marriage with someone that may have a completely different background and upbringing of from myself, and have an expectation that we operate like my parents did, because my parents were completely different than, and I share some characteristics, but were completely different from me in my relationships. Some of the relationships that I've been in the past, they didn't always come from two parent homes. You know what I mean? So their vision of marriage and relationships just might have been a bit different. So, so for me, it was good and bad. It was a great example. It was a great blueprint, if you will, to potentially follow, but it would have to be someone who, had similar upbringing or some of the same, characteristics. And I'm glad, as I said, that you guys brought that up, because that is good. I think you can determine and decide, how you want to move in your marriage, and I think that's important to have that conversation, and because you can speak things into existence, and I don't have enough Bible verses memorized to even think of something that I want to say, but I am, but I do go to church. I don't want you to think you guys think I'm a heathen.
Hey,
So a man thinketh, so is he.
Okay,
There you
I do
go.
know that one. I do know that one. I do know. Behold, how good and
So
how
there you
pleasant.
go.
But that ain't that's not relevant for this
Oh,
conversation.
I was gonna say no,
Yeah,
but
that's not.
when you said about, you can speak things over your life, if that's the person that you're speaking and that's how you think of yourself and that's what you then that's who you are.
Right.
So when I heard the couple say that we decided not to argue, a lot of marriage is a decision. I decide, I choose you every single day.
But it,
well,
it, it doesn't. I'm sorry, Rashawn.
no, no, go ahead. Go
No,
ahead.
no, no. You're probably cutting me off at a great time. Go ahead.
Hey, no, no. I was just gonna say, there may be a second go round for you, and I'm gonna go back to what I said earlier about you guys may have the similar background. You do the
Mhm.
proper courting or dating, and it's not just trying to get to the bedroom. It's really about each other and backgrounds, and you ultimately find the correct
Hold up,
person for
Rashawn. You're
you.
losing me, brother. And I'm a Christian, but let's go to the next
Say,
subject,
ain't
man.
doing that
You
again.
losing me, Q. You losing me just a bit, but we ain't gonna go there. So this is a good segue into my next question. So, are any of your kids married?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay, how many of your kids are married?
just one.
Just the
Just
oldest
The
daughter.
oldest.
just one. Being that you mentioned everything that you mentioned, right? Making a decision about moving in unison, or moving together in a specific way, based on what you guys decide or how you want to move. For instance, the argument thing, you guys decided you're not going to argue, right? So with your kid or with your child that is married, how do you guys navigate or offer or not offer certain advice as it relates to their marriage? Because I'll tell you this, typically when you're married, right, and when you're taking your vows, and if you're following the true principles of the Bible, forsake all others. That doesn't necessarily mean that no one is exempt from that. Meaning even the parents, the grandparents, the aunts, the uncles, the cousins, the nephews, the brothers, the sisters. So how do you guys navigate with your daughter as it relates to her marriage when, because we know things happen, when they come to you for certain advice?
I can say, because I'm the talker, right? But when I'm talking advice with them, it's with them, not with one. We have conversations. It's both of them where we're having the conversation.
And for me, it's I kind of say, this is y'all marriage. One of the things that will help you in your marriage is to keep people out your marriage. So I don't say nothing.
That means y'all. That means y'all too. You know that, right?
Again, I
Yeah,
don't
that
say
means y'all
nothing.
too. So from what I'm gathering, Kelly, you don't mind necessarily verbalizing or communicating
But they'll
with
pull.
them.
Pull me in,
Yeah.
and it's only
Okay.
happened once. It's only happened once,
Okay.
and it was to talk to both of them.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, for the most part, we just kind of stay out. You guys got to figure that thing out. But if they pull me in, we will have a discussion and we'll talk. And my thing is not to so much for me to give so much, is for them to hear each other.
Right.
Is to give them that space to listen to each other.
Okay. Now, are you guys grandparents yet, or is that too soon?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
What? Oh, okay.
yes.
Okay.
You want to see these two little great?
I ain't even noticed, man. You know you got
Yes,
some Beijing up in there, bro. I can't see it. Now,
yes. I
how old are
have
your
my
grandkids?
grandson. I have one.
You
My
have one?
grandson, he's 2.
Get out of
Be
here.
3 and more.
Yeah, he's 2.
Oh, okay. Now, how has that transition been for you guys in terms of being
Great.
Because you guys look fairly young to be grandparents. That's
Yes,
why I'm
yes.
asking.
Finally have a boy.
Okay, that's
Yes,
good.
it's been really fun. It's been really fun.
Now, you guys the kind of grandparents who spoil your grandchild. Kelly does. I can tell already.
Literally spoils him rotten,
Uh huh.
but
It's not.
it's a spoil mixed with a lot of structure.
Mm-hmm.
Just with the difference of our parents being baby boomers and and how we parent our children to see what is she, generation Z, because I don't think she's a millennial. She's not a millennial.
No, she's right after the
Yeah.
millennial.
So the generation Z parent, and it's a little different, and so definitely love the grandparent portion, and give a little more structure as well.
Okay. Kelly, did you have something to contribute?
I agree. I mean, and I tease my daughter because she is like, she wants to be, no, he has this bedtime and he has to do this. And I'm
Right.
like, what? No, he don't. And I think my mom even makes it worse because my mom was like, he does not. So
Right.
yeah, he is a little spoiled, but he just likes time. I want to cuddle, I want to hug, I want to be with you. And so I'm like, he can be with me. So yeah.
Right. What advice do you have for them in terms of navigating certain disagreements without arguing?
I would say take a breath,
Mm-hmm.
right? If you know that you're upset and it's gonna not sound right, or you're gonna say something, just say, we need a break. Let's
Right.
not talk
I
about
can't
this
do
right now.
this
I
right
can't do
now.
this right now. And respect that of each other because it allows you to collect your thoughts. Once you say something, it's been said. It's
Right.
out there.
Right.
So you definitely want to make sure that you have time to think
Mm-hmm.
and frame your words, frame what you're feeling. Like truly take time to understand what you're feeling so that you can express it and express it in a fair way. Not that I'm trying to get you, I'm taking score. It can't be that. It's just take a break. Take a break so that you can actually have a conversation. Because what you don't want and what happens so often is you're not listening, you're just waiting to talk.
Right.
Right.
And you want to listen. The biggest part of communication is listening. And so you want to listen.
Yeah. And I think, we don't argue, but even if someone were to call it an argument, not an argument, a back and forth, a debate, whatever it is, I think you gotta fight fairly. Like she said, there's some things once you say it, you can't unsay it. Is you have to be mindful of the words that you use and how you express it. A lot has to do with your tone, and it might be difficult to tell on screen, but it's a foot difference and 100-pound difference between her and I. So I mean, why argue? I mean, what is it going to prove? I mean, you know what I mean? There's not a thing of physicality, so you just have to speak.
Did you just call me short?
No, I was thinking that he was 100 pounds heavier than you, but
6'1" and I'm 7'1".
yeah, I thought you were taller than him, Kelly. I wasn't sure. Yeah, I wasn't sure. And Kelly, he may not be arguing with you, but he's certainly taking it out on the bros. Trust me, when he's going to those meetings and kicking it with the bros, he's definitely arguing with the bros. Trust me. So
Hey,
he's definitely taking it out on them.
new thing is the weights. I'm trying to get 50. I got I'm about to turn 50. I gotta get it back together.
It's all good, man. Come on over, man. It's a beautiful thing. I've been there, done that. Yeah, it's certainly a beautiful thing. So yeah, man, I appreciate you guys coming on the show. I feel like this interview is certainly incomplete. Like I said, we are going to break it up. But is there anything else you guys want to share? Do you guys participate in any couples or like ministries, or do you guys help folks at your church or no?
No, but I will say with my friends.
Oh,
My
okay.
friends, yeah, they
Yeah,
always say I
they,
offer great advice.
yeah, they kind of look at us as examples, even if we don't have as many years as some of them. You,
Oh,
you
okay.
know, they from afar see the I don't know, the mystique. I don't know what you call it, but I guess it's definitely a compliment when you get someone. Hey man, we just want to talk to you. Okay. Hey, I can give you the best advice. Whatever she said.
Okay.
Hey, that's what. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what you want, baby.
No,
Okay.
but no, I have had a friend tell me that that was the one thing she appreciated. Her husband actually said it too, that he appreciated the advice that I gave to them, because I didn't choose a side. And I told him I did choose a side. I chose y'all side.
Nice.
So
That's good. You seem like the more sensible one in this marriage. I could see how
You talking about me?
not you at all. I'm talking about Kelly. Yeah, I can see how you guys wouldn't be arguing. I could see him arguing more than you. So yeah,
and that is so weird because I would say no.
She
it's
I
the
would
opposite.
probably, yeah, I would
she's a little
probably,
chihuahua.
and he is like
Oh, okay.
mellow.
You mean
Yeah.
like currently or in the past? That's how you guys are now.
This has always been.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he is really mellow. He's always mellow.
Yeah, I recognize that about him too. I was just
When you said I laughed like, yeah, right.
he don't really talk much, but he does talk a lot. He doesn't, but he does. I think his mannerisms, his actions, his character speaks for itself. Very, very humble guy, very humble and meek. And I think those words mean the same thing, but a lot of humility, and just great person, I believe.
Yeah.
Overall.
Yeah, appreciate it. You talk softly and carry a big stick.
Okay, okay. Sounds good. And like I said, I really appreciate you guys being on the
Yeah.
show today. Hopefully, you've offered some insight.
Man,
And
it seems so incomplete. Like we
it
missing some
does.
stuff.
It
We
does.
didn't like we didn't.
But it's late, Q, and I want to be
Yeah.
respectful. We
Yeah.
can always do it again. But if you guys have anything you want to share, like I said, I'm respectful of, the certain questions that I do ask. And we're not trying to clickbait, bro. It's like we know this process is gonna, take some time. Piss poor preparation promotes piss poor performance. So we're trying to prepare for something bigger to come, and we're just making sure that we do it right. So we're not,
Okay.
we're not trying to trigger. We're not trying to ask risque questions, and we're not trying to excite any kind of riots, any of that stuff. We're just, just having a conversation. And I think, when it's natural, when it's not forced, I think people gravitate to that, eventually. Unfortunately, there's a lot of clickbait out there. It's a lot of shows that honestly aren't beneficial to our community as a whole. And I just want to be on the other side of that. Even
Right.
if the accolades never come, it only takes one person, you know what I mean, to see this show, to decide, they want to be a better person for their relationship. And
Right.
as you guys mentioned, it's not always about yourself. Sometimes you have to live your life unselfishly. And that means specifically, if you're in a marriage or a relationship, it's not always about what you want and what you desire, because you're coming in whole, right? Hopefully, but you're coming in whole with a completely different person. And their thoughts aren't your thoughts sometimes, and their ways aren't your ways sometimes. And you have to learn how to be able to manage the two and understand the difference. And it took me a very long time. And I say often, I would make an excellent husband right now, but I ain't trying to be nobody's
Right. I was
husband
gonna say you
right now.
tried
I
to
ain't trying.
skirt that whole
No, man.
situation.
I am not. I am not, man. I am not one day.
But you know
Uh,
what? It's nice that you're honest and upfront about that. Because if that's not what you want and you do it for someone else because that's what they want, it won't work because now you're not being honest with yourself. So it's nice that you can be honest and say that's not what I want right now.
right.
And you can flip because that's what I said. I ain't doing this again. I ain't doing this again.
Right. Right. But you met the right one.
Right.
You
Right.
want your person.
Yeah.
And I
And it
and I
made me better. You know what they say, iron sharpen iron. You know.
Yeah, definitely. And as I mentioned, I don't know if you walked away to get some water or something, Rashaun, before we actually started filming, but I was telling Kelly that you guys actually look alike. Did you hear me say that?
Oh, I did hear you say that.
Yeah, and she was saying that if you feed someone long enough, you guys will start looking alike. And then she mentioned that you can actually cook. So is that true? Or she?
Yes. That's one of my loves. That's one of my loves. I'm gonna have to shoot you some barbecue sauce.
Oh, okay.
Look. I don't eat meat, but love the grill, barbecue,
Well, you
smoke,
can put barbecue on
mix and
anything.
everything. Yeah.
Okay, you can
Yeah.
put barbecue on tofu. The
And
right
I
kind of
do.
Yeah,
tofu.
you
Oh, you
do.
do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh,
We
Yeah.
okay.
also
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you make your own barbecue sauce?
Oh,
Get
yeah.
out of here.
That's what I started over COVID. You know how you used to back in the day, people take open pit and fix it up, and then it was Sweet Baby Ray's. And over COVID, I was like, man, I'm gonna start from ketchup. I'm gonna just try it, and played around a couple different times. It was like, oh yeah, I like this right here,
Oh,
and
okay.
been rocking with it. You know,
That's good. It's patent. It's in the stores.
yeah, I got probably 5 cases here at the house that I've been doing. But you know, I
Man, you
go back
didn't.
and
You ain't
forth
give me
from.
none of that barbecue sauce while I was there, Q. I could have. You
I
could have.
probably ain't had
Oh,
none
he
Oh,
then.
you ain't
had
had
he
none.
just made, yeah, he
Yeah,
made it up for Christmas.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're gonna have to send me some of that, dog. I'll send you my address, and you can send me a couple of bottles, and because I like to grill as well, so
Okay. Okay.
I'll be one of your testees.
All right. All
Yeah,
right.
I'll be one of your testees. So all hearts and minds clear. We good?
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes, sir.
So I appreciate you guys coming on the show, spreading wisdom, giving us insight into your lives. It's not a it's not an easy thing to do, inviting people, because people are going to see this. So just to let you just to let you know. So if for whatever reason someone approaches you guys in Detroit on the street and say that they saw you guys on television, just know that this is going to be seen somewhere. So and you
Yeah, hey,
just never
I
know.
look forward to it because that means if people seeing it everywhere, that means it's blowing up for you. So,
And
you know,
you can share it as well, because we're going to have it on different platforms as well. But we're going to have it on one of the local stations here. So,
okay.
and you just never know who might see it. As I mentioned before, I mean, it just takes that one person, to see the show and decide that, they want to be better within their relationship. So we thank you guys once again for coming on the show. We thank you guys for tuning in with us today. We're going to have more episodes for the new year. We're going to have more couples, and we are also going to do a platform where it's a group setting and individuals can equally contribute to the group conversation. So we'll have a link in the description, and you guys can actually email us if you potentially want to be on the show, and we'll get back with you guys, let you know if our schedule and when you could potentially be on the show. So thank you once again for tuning in to the If You Cook, I'll Clean podcast, and we will see you soon for the next episode.
Wine, baby girl, wine, baby. Give it to me. I wanna experience an island girl moving that body. Grind on me, grind for me. Grind. The way you do that wine for me. The way your body move, baby, drives me crazy. Step re-up on my passport. 5 stars resort. Headed to the airport. Oh my lord. Look at this view. Water clear sky, baby blue. That's when I saw you. Other beauties too. So I asked y'all questions just to hear that accent. Y'all even smell tropical. Skin so beautiful.